Hi guys, so today we are going to be learning about angles and we are going to create some art with code. So first off, we are going to get started by watching a couple of videos. It's going to introduce you to the artist, and then we're going to watch a video about the turns and angles, which might be read a little differently than what we think. And then we'll get started on puzzles.
You wouldn't even qualify for the race if you don't have people that are proficient in computer sciences because of how much data the cars collect and the necessity to be able to have people that can write programs to figure out how you can continue to build performance. In these puzzles, you'll be an artist that uses a pencil to draw different shapes, so wherever your artist goes, it will draw a line behind them. To move around the canvas, you'll use the Move Forward block. Here, the Move Forward block says move forward by 100 pixels. When we hit run, what happens? The artist moves forward a certain amount, and that amount is 100 pixels. Pixels are basically very tiny squares on your computer screen. The other block we have in this puzzle says turn right by 90 degrees. And when we drag that out, that makes our artist turn a certain amount. So you can play around with how far you want the artist to turn. This is a 90-degree turn. And this is an 120-degree turn. And remember, you can change these values by clicking the arrows next to the numbers for pixels and degrees. Enjoy drawing with your artist.
All right, and here is the next video.
Hey, what's up with angles on code.org? In school, I learned that you can make an
At 24
equilateral
years old,
triangle with just
American
three
J.R.
60-degree
Hildebrand
angles.
is part of the next
Something-
gen.
Why is that?
Okay, I'm gonna restart since the other video started playing again.
Hey, what's up with angles on code.org? In school, I learned that you can make an equilateral triangle with just three 60-degree angles. But on code.org, I need to make turns of 120 degrees. Why is that?
When you measure angles in school, you're usually measuring along the inside of the shape. In code.org, the artist turns along the outside of the shape. When you draw a line, if the artist makes no turn, he draws a 180-degree angle. If you want an angle in your shape that's less than 180 degrees, then you need to make your artist turn. If you want to make a shape with a 60-degree angle, then your artist needs to turn 120 degrees. That's because 120 plus 60 equals 180. Maybe you want to draw a square or a rectangle. In that case, you're going to need a 90-degree angle. A 90-degree angle cuts 180 degrees right in half, meaning you'll need a 90-degree turn for your 90-degree angle. What do you do if you want your artist to turn around and come back right the way he came? In that case, you'll want to make a 180-degree turn. That'll flip your artist right around and send him back in the opposite direction. Fun fact, whether you turn right by 180 degrees or left by 180 degrees, you will end up in the exact same place. Today, we talked about a bunch of angles that you'll have the opportunity to play with on code.org. But there are so many more. Hop online and try them for yourself. Have fun coding!
All right, so this guy says, hi, I'm an artist and you can write code to make me draw almost anything. Play with the box in your toolbox to see what they do. So you don't really have to draw a lot. Just play with these blocks. I would love it if you would pause me. That way you guys can really mess around with the blocks. And then when you're ready, hit run and see what your artist does. And remember, it has all the pixels, which are tiny blocks within your code, which makes your guy draw. So just play around with this, and when you're ready, hit finish and unpause me. And right here, this is where you can send it to an iPhone or actually any phone. You can Facebook it, Twitter it, send it, to your friends or your family. And you guys can have these be very basic or super, super fancy. I gotta reset this before you guys see it. Okay, let's make a cage for my pet monster. Drag the blocks onto the screen to have the artist draw over the gray lines in the picture. So we can use up to 4 blocks. So what blocks do you guys think we're gonna use? I would like you to pause me and then we'll figure it out together. So how'd you guys do on this one? This is what I came up with. My algorithm is right here. And I'm going to hit run. Now, did you guys notice that right here in your degrees, you can change them? But this is really a nice tool because it gives you a visual idea of your angle, because sometimes it's hard just to guess. And so this allows us to be able to visually see it. So let's see. And we did it. So if you were able to figure it out, that's great. If not, that's okay too. Okay, the spaceship needs angles. Windows, and each side of the inner square is 100 pixels and all of the angles are 90-degree angles. So it's nice because it tells you that they are all 90-degree angles, so we're not stuck figuring that out. And we can use up to 8 blocks. So once again, I want you to pause me and play around with your blocks. And when you're ready, unpause me and we'll see what we got. All right, how did you guys do on this one? So mine is saying I used 6 out of 8 blocks. So what do you guys think I'm missing? Right, I'm probably missing another turn right angle and a move forward because we want to draw a square. So now it says that I'm at 8 out of 8. So now let's see if I did it the right way. Oops, I'm moving stuff. Good job, guys. Okay. Oh no. Starla's pet alien just flew away. Let's help the space woman. Finish Starla's rocket so she can chase her pet. Each side of the triangle is 100 pixels long and has 120-degree outer angles. So you probably already seen mine. I played around with this prior and I didn't hit start over. So you guys kind of got a little cheat sheet right here. So according to this, I'm going to move forward by 100 pixels. I'm going to turn left by 120 degrees, turn right, and then do it again by 120. So use this to your advantage that you can visually see it. I don't know if mine is right or not because I haven't run it, but let's see. All right, so mine didn't have any bugs in it that time, but I assure you, usually I have bugs. So maybe we should make a tag for each of our pets in case they get lost. Finish this tag by drawing a rectangle around the outside. The long sides are 200 pixels and the short sides are 100 pixels. So we are going to make a long rectangle. Now, I want you guys to pause me and I want you to play around with as many blocks as you can to try to sort it out. You can use up to 8 blocks. Good luck, guys. All right, so how was it, you guys? Was it too hard? Was it, well, It's a little tricky sometimes, and it's daunting sometimes just because all of the angles. But I hope you at least just had fun. So here's what mine looks like. Well, I haven't even drug it in yet. Okay, I'm going to move forward. Now, it says 100 pixels, but what was my hint that it's actually not 100 pixels? Right, up here it says the long sides are 200. So we're going to punch in 200, like that. Now I would need to turn right by 90 degrees, and that we know because it had told us that they were 90-degree angles. Or maybe that was the last puzzle. Okay. And then I want to move forward by 100 pixels because these sides are shorter than these. So if you take this whole length, this is 200, and I chop it in half, that gets me 100. And then I'm going to turn right again. And I'm back at the long side. So what was my long side? Right, 200. Okay, then we're going to turn right again. Well, if I can snap it on. And then we have another short side. So basically this shape is going to make a rectangle. So let's run it and let's see how I did. Did your algorithm look the same as mine, or is it different? Maybe I have bugs. I don't know. I haven't run it yet. Oh, I did it. Okay. I hope you guys played around with your degree buttons. So here we are, and we have a tag for Belle. What was the last one's name? Fluffy. And now we're going to Belle. Whoops. Okay. This is a tag for Belle. Draw this square with 200 pixel sides. Okay, so the angles might be different right here. So it's important you guys look right here in order to determine what angle you need. So I want you to pause me and play around. You guys can draw it out on paper. You can talk it out with friends or family. But you guys can take a few minutes and get that done. And when you're ready, you can unpause. All right. How did you guys do? So it's a little trickier, but you guys can totally do this. So we want to move forward because that's going to get us to either go at this angle or this angle. Now, but by how many pixels? Right, 200. So we need to change that. And we need to turn left by 90 degrees. Did you guys get 90? Does that look right? Or do I need to change it? I think it looks right. Then we're going to move forward again by 200 pixels. And then we're going to turn left again. Move forward. Turn left. And move forward. So now I've used 8 out of 8 blocks, which you can see here. And let's hit run and let's see how we do. Good job, guys. I know it seems a little hard right now with the angles, but I think that as we practice, you guys will definitely get better and feel more confident. So here is a challenge puzzle, and we know these are harder, but you guys can totally rock it. So let's keep going. So this is a special tag. Can you figure out how to draw the outline? The long side is 150 pixels And each of the short sides is 75. Now this is tricky because it has different angles right here. But that's okay because I want you guys to really play with the blocks. And if you're with someone, it makes it so much more fun for you guys to figure out and do. So I want you to pause me and then we'll see how we did. Good luck, guys. And just remember, have fun. It's not a big deal if you can't figure it out right away. All right, how was it? So I'm erased mine. Now we're going to talk about it. So we want to move forward by 150 pixels because it's telling us that the long side is 150. Okay, now we need to, that's going to get us here. So we need to turn right, but by how many degrees? Does that angle look right? Or does it look like it's a smaller angle? Right, it's definitely smaller. So let's do that. Then it says we need to move forward by how many pixels for the short side? Right, 75. It tells us right there. 75 pixels. Okay. And then what? We're going to turn right by what? 90-degree angle. Okay, so now we're here. Let's run it and just see how far that got us. All right. So we have our 90-degree angle. And we need to move forward though by how much? Right, 75 again. Oops, that one didn't want to change. No. Then we want to turn right again. And that's by 45 degrees. We've already established that. Now we're on the long side again. And it told us it was how much? Right, 150 pixels. And now we're back over here on these edges. So we're going to repeat these. So we need to turn right by what? Yep, 45 degrees angles. And we need to move forward, but how much is the short side? Right, 75. And then we are going to turn again for a 90-degree angle and move forward by 75. Okay, this is daunting right now, but you guys will get better as we go. So let's hit run and let's see if we can create a tag for waddles. Angles are just a new concept for some of us. Maybe they're a little more complicated than we like, and that's okay. We're going to be rock stars by the time we're done. One more tag.
This is a triangle for pi. Each side is 150 pixels.
All right, each side is 150 pixels. I'm confident you guys can mess around with the blocks enough to try to figure out this triangle. So we're going to pause and then we will come back and figure it out. Good luck. All right, guys. I hope you had fun doing that one and hopefully little Pi got his collar. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do mine. I'm going to move forward. But should I do 100 pixels or what did it tell me I should do? Right, 150. So that's kind of nice because starting out, it gives you tips or it kind of gives you hints on how many pixels you should go. Now, with the angle, I need to turn left. And does 120 degrees look good? Oops. So if I take my mouse off the pointer, it kind of changes. So does that look like the right angle? I think so. And then I'm moving forward by 150 pixels again. And then I'm turning left. And then I'm moving forward again by 150 pixels. So let's run it and let's see how I did. So right now I'm using 6 out of 6 blocks. So let's hit run and let's see. Boy, he went fast. Good job, guys. Okay, so carefully look at the code below. What will happen when you click run? 1, the artist will draw a triangle with 3 sides. The artist will draw a single line, or the artist will draw a square, or you don't know. So what do you guys think is going to happen if we were to hit run? Just click, oops. Click your options. Will he draw a triangle, a single line, a square, or you don't know? Now, even if you get this wrong, it's not a big deal because we're learning together. So let's hit run and let's see what happens. All right, so he drew a square. So if you answered C, that's correct. If you didn't get it, that's okay. So in our next lesson, we are going to do some more coding and but first, this is kind of a review sheet for angles. You guys can right now pause me and get like a paper and a pencil and gently trace over, or you guys can print this if you have the ability, or ask a grown-up maybe to sign into code.org as a teacher and get this. Anyways, I hope you guys have had fun today. And we're going to keep practicing with more angles so we'll get really familiar with them and it won't seem as hard and difficult. But I will see you guys next time. I've had so much fun with you. Bye.